Well, I think we have a new vibe, a new energy in our program right now. The guys have done a great job in the summer, working up to this point, getting ready for this. I'm excited about the coaches we got. We've got some new additions, and I really like the chemistry that we're having in the staff and on the field. And I think our guys are ready for the challenge. I mean, I think we put together enough of the pieces to the puzzle to compete for a conference championship, and we're looking forward to obviously working the next couple months to see where we are and see how good we can actually be.
Coach, you mentioned the coaching staff. Coach Barrett, Coach Tillman, Joe Graves joined in the staff. A lot of other Coach Smith from Franklin. Talk a little bit about the coaching staff now and how you're excited about these guys.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Barrett, I'm real excited about him, offense coordinator. We didn't change a lot of philosophy where we are offensively. I think it stayed the same thing probably the last 10 years or so. But he has a great job of attention to detail. He's very detailed in what he's doing. I think he relates it well and is teaching progressions to the players well. And I think he's a guy that, again, is demanding on the players and demands them to execute at a high level. And I'm looking forward to see what that produces obviously into the fall. We've added some leadership positions. I think Shane Smith is a tremendous guy. It's going to help us tremendously in a program. I like his demeanor, way he carries himself as far as a leadership standpoint, and also his ability to coach on the field. I think he's going to do a great job of relating to our players and pushing forward the agenda, and that is to compete for conference championships.
Coach, last year it seems like running the ball was your specialty. Juice had some breakout games, especially that first game at Northwestern when he went for over 200. Zay filled in until he got injured. But you got more depth at that position this year. And you knew you needed to get more depth, and you went out and you found some guys. What excites you about that and running the ball down somebody's throat?
Yeah, again, that's a mentality. It's how you win football games. And, you win by running the football and stopping the run. I think a running back one, we're going to add a familiar face back in, Rasheed Harrell, redshirted last year, had shoulder surgery, missed the year. I'm excited about him. He's a fifth-year senior, done a tremendous job in our program. And, again, he's a dynamic weapon. Juice likes his back. He's a year older. He's a sophomore now. We've got some other guys in there. Eugene Bethea. We had a new guy, Darius Durrell. I think Darren Johnson's a name that probably our fans are going to get familiar with pretty quick. So we've got some weapons there, and we're deep, and you need to be. And if you're going to run the football, you got to have enough obviously, thoroughbreds in the barn, and I think we've got that. So I'm excited about where we're going.
Coach, if you had a quarter for every time somebody asked you about the quarterback situation, you would be a rich man.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask you which one's going to start. I'm just going to ask you about the quarterback
situation. Where we are? I think we've got three quarterbacks that are very capable of winning with. Deshae Landor came out. Obviously, he's the lead guy coming out of spring. He's probably got the most game. He's got the most game experience. Donovan Isom, though, has done some really good things. I'm excited what he's going to do, compete in this fall camp. A tremendous amount of weapons. Young man out of Destrehan, and Justin Allo again is a guy that limited action, but I think he's got an air about him and competes. And he's got some really good leadership skills, so I'm excited about that. I think we've got three guys that'll compete for the job. We've got JT Jackson, a young guy, a redshirt freshman this fall. Be down the line guy. I think it'll be a bright future for him.
I know one of the things you talked about last night is you're happy with both sides of the ball up front. You seem to think this is the best class, the best depth y'all had up front on both sides. Talk a little bit about that depth up front on both sides, offense and defense.
Yep. I do think offensive line-wise, I think it's maybe the best group we put together. You cross the front five, and I think we got about right now going to camp. I think we got about 8 guys. I think I feel good with. I'd like to get that into 10. I mean, we've got a couple other guys we got to get into the can-do category. I think we're big, and I think we're physical. Travis Romero inside at center. The guy's been around, played. He has plenty of game experience. And Justin Barksdale has started several games for us. Again, we have some experience there. Christian McGowan, the guy started several games for us. He's back. Cyrus Akegwon is a new guy, redshirted last year. That is very talented. Michael Vicks, his game has been around. This is his 4th year here. And Taylor Gadbois is left tackle. Again, is extremely talented. Now, I'm missing some guys. We've got some newcomers in there. Again, I think we're deep, and I think we're very talented up front.
Coach, on the back end of the defense, I know one guy you're looking forward to getting a whole season out of is Javon Tillman. He went down with injury last week. Talk a little bit about him and another guy you mentioned last night, Mayweather Ellis.
Yeah, Javon is a great player. Just again, he was very productive, especially in the first 2 goal games last year on special teams. He was leading us in point production on the special teams depth chart. I thought he was pushing for a starting job before he went down and missed the rest of the year. So we got 2 years with him. He has been there. Doesn't have a lot of game experience, but he has played and he's been here. He's been in our system, so I'm excited about him. I think he's one of our guys that's going to be a bright leader in the back end right now, especially early on. We're going to really expect and count on him to play really well for us. Mayor is another one that again is very talented. I like his intelligence and his ability to learn right now. And again, that's huge for a young group. When you're young, you're trying to find the guys that again first come in and do right. And then some of the other guys are very talented. Dejon Lynch is another young man who's been very impressive in summer workouts. And I think we have a lot of talent back there. Just don't have a lot of game experience. So we got to hopefully get better as we go along until they get the experience to really take over and make their own name for themselves.
Last question, I'll let you get to that. You look at your schedule. Look at your schedule on paper. The first 2 are on the road, at Oklahoma State, at Utah State,
Southern Utah.
And then you come home, you have an off week, and then you come home for your first home game, a conference game. Just looking at the schedule on paper, obviously you had a say in that schedule when it was made. Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, I think right now it starts off with a bang. As far as Oklahoma State, we're going to have a huge challenge in front of us. They've been a very explosive offensive ball club. They're a very, a top Big 12 team. It's going to be a huge test for us to go in there and see where are we? Where are we on the ability to compete on a national scale? I think that's really what those big FBS games like that count is. Where can you compete on national? If we're going to do it, we need to go in there and compete in that football game. And I'm looking forward to that. I think Southern Utah has been a team that again has played in the playoffs the last 2 years. Very sound football team. They're very good. We played them here in 2014, and they're a good football team. And so I think right out of the gate, we're going to get tested early. We need to have a good fall camp. We need to progress early. We can't come out of there rusty and stuff. We got to come out ready to go, and we got to really progress with fall camp and make sure we're firing all cylinders coming right out of the gate.